what kind of advice or what kind of suggestions do you have for teenagers trying to grow up? So in the, 17, 18, 19 year range, what kind of experiences do they have to have or choices do they have to make in order to grow up?
Great question and great challenge for all of us adults and parents out there. Now more than ever, we create something, a picture or something, and then we upload it and we send it out to the world, and wait, am I going to get thumbs up, thumbs down? What are the comments going to be? And if they come in thumbs up, we have a great day. So confident, it was awesome. They come in thumbs down, we're crushed. So the kids today are so much more, I guess, what the rest of the world assumes or has to say about them or what they put out determines so much of who they are and how they see their own gratification in life. Whether how much they respect themselves, how much they care about themselves, how much they trust themselves, or not. And that's different than when I grew up, and different than the generations that grew up before me. So it's a wonderful tool, but how children and millennials can find some discernment in that to what does matter and what doesn't matter. Look, I'm 51 years old. I got a family of 3. I've got non-negotiable things that I've built in my life that I love and are much more important to me than what someone feels. But at the same time, does it feel better to me at 51 to read a good review on my book rather than a bad review? Am I happy? Yes. I'm susceptible to that. For a movie, I do. And even in that, I've learned to read something and go, oh, well, this critic was writing a bad review before he ever saw the movie. He just doesn't like me. You know what I mean? And I've learned to see that, but still, I'm going to now go, even if you're not in a position where I am, where of fame and celebrity, where people recognize me, children receive negative comments, or somebody says words to them. They go into the world thinking that the whole world, everyone they interact with, might be thinking that way. Our mind very quickly goes to somebody that says something negative. That's why we rubberneck, and when highways slow down to 20 miles an hour, our mind immediately goes to the lowest common denominator much quicker than the highest common denominator. And it's not true. It's not a true reflection. And it's a false mirror that kids have now, that there are more false mirrors of how they see themselves and how they're seen in the world. You can get the mirror, sometimes we have the mirrors to the upside, those skinny mirrors on Beverly Hills, in Beverly Hills at the Gucci store, which make us look just slimmer and trimmer better.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
You know what I mean? And then most of the times, it's easier to go to that mirror that makes us look shorter, fatter, wider, uglier than we actually are. Well, that's how so many of these are going out and having engaged in the world based off of what somebody out there said, mostly strangers, with a lot of them who were like that critic who was going to write a bad critique on my movie anyway before he even saw it, because you've got so many people out there that they need the little hit of feeling more confident, and the only way they get it is by putting you down, which is short money. It doesn't last. It's like it's the guy at the party that tells the joke. Tells the joke on so and so over there, Eric over there, right? And we all laugh. But I told it out of school, because I wouldn't say it in front of Eric, and we all laugh. But as soon as you walk away from the group, you disrespect me more. You lost respect more. It's short money. Yeah, got the laugh, was the life of the moment, but for the long term, you walk away losing respect for me. So that a lot of that goes on now with creating how kids feel about themselves. I also want to remind us all of this, and I know when we're young, we think we're going to live forever, et cetera, but just remember out there, every comment that you put down or everywhere you go on this thing called the internet and online and things you say, those are going to outlive you. They're going to outlive all of us. And that's already writing the story that's going to introduce us at our eulogy and after we're gone. So think about them, because I think we often feel like they're impermanent, but they're not anymore. They're very permanent.